How do? You beautiful, beautiful people. Tim the Human here. Just out getting some morning sun, some morning grass, some morning air. You see the grids came across the sky. Millie got out before that grid came, but alas, you get out too late and there is strange clouds blocking us from the sun. Anyway, that's not what I'm to talk about. I want to talk about our guidance systems. We've got three main guidance systems. There's a lot. I mean, sensors are sort of the ones we think of as our guidance systems, but that's very much in the 3D. We've got your emotional guidance system, what Abraham talks about, your heart. That's your heart. Into your heart intelligence. Your heart guidance is your emotion. And you've got your brain. What comes from your brain? There's a lot of mind, I'd say, not brain, mind. But comes from the mind is your conscience. It's your conscience saying, you know, don't buy eggs, because when you buy eggs, somewhere down the line has to make eggs, and for them to make eggs, they need to keep a load of female chickens somewhere, and then what happens to the male chickens is they'll get killed at 2 days old. And that's that. Your conscience could tell you that. Now, your conscience could say, don't rob your PlayStation 4 from your mates to buy those drugs, because somewhere down the line your friend might be upset, or those drugs aren't going to serve you well. Now your conscience might tell you that. It's a spectrum. And just like that, the third type, so you've got your heart, your guidance system, emotion, your conscience, your mind. You've got your gut intelligence, your intuition. Trust your gut feeling. There's a reason to say that. It's your gut intelligence, your intuition, your inner tuition, your inner guidance system. Now, your intuition is different from the other two. Your intuition, we all have intuition, but it's a scale, like the conscience. Where is your intuition at? What are you not listening to? You have to be the best student of yourself. Be your own teacher, and you're your own teacher. Your teacher's there. These are the ways in which our higher self tries to talk to us, through these three main guidance systems. And it's not voices in your head. That's, other things. Those might be your parents' voice in your head, your ego voice in your head, your friend's voice, your teacher's voice in your head from school or something. Those voices in your head aren't necessarily you, but these are your guidance systems, which aren't straight up voices. It's more subtle than that. It's more delicate, intricate. And these ones are the ones that you should be paying attention to, not the louder, more boisterous voices that are in the language that you speak. So your intuition, your inner tuition, be your own student, right? This is your gut. This might tell you, you might have a sore throat, you might have throat cancer, you might smoke cigarettes. And I think it wouldn't take the most intuitive person, but it is intuition, to link smoking with the throat cancer and you stop smoking. Now it could be other things, but that's what you would go to. It's what most people would, at that stage, would go, fuck, pardon my language, my throat's bad, my throat's messed up, what do I keep doing? I keep putting toxic air down my throat. Well, then maybe my intuition is saying, that's it. Now your intuition, you might have a blocked nose, a stuffy nose all the time. My sister has that. She's always like, her bin at home in her bedroom is full of tissues. Any time of year, I was so confused by it. Now I get it. You might eat dairy and bread, and your intuition, and you're getting a blocked nose, and linking is, intuition is, it's linking, it's connecting the dots of life. Like I say, those dots might be really close, like you might have throat cancer and smoke cigarettes, and those dots are really close, and they might be further apart, and this is where you have to get, it's a practice. You got to be a student and listen and pay attention and grow. Where are you paying your attention to? If you have a cold and your nose is thing, and you're shoving dairy and bread in your face, it might be harder to identify what it is, but it's probably going to be one of those two things. But for me, this is the other day. This is, it gets more and more subtle. You might have, you could have arthritis or tendonitis. When I had Achilles tendonitis really badly, and it was paining my feet for like a year. I've had elbow tendonitis. But when I went vegan, my Achilles tendonitis didn't disappear, but it became manageable, and I've had it up until recently with the water discoveries. It was still tender. I couldn't hill hook at climbing, you know, and slowly my intuition led me to the water, I guess, to this, you know, simple solutions. But my point before that was, I've eaten bread. I've eaten a lot less bread lately than usual, and that might be part of it as well. But I ate bread yesterday, and then my knees started aching right after I ate the bread. Now I could just think, oh, it's just kicked in because I went rock climbing yesterday, and it's just from the rock climbing it slowly kicked in, or the timing was pretty divine that it was shortly after I'd eaten the bread, my knees hurt. Now you think, how you're gonna just suddenly put bread in there and your knees suddenly gonna start hurting? Well, you know, you could look into it. Maybe it probably is pretty solid science there that as soon as your body's going, it's like, drop everything, we're fixing the knees, drop everything, you just drop some gluten in, we gotta go. Go to the belly, go sort that out, you know. And that could be it. And so the knees start to ache because they were repairing, and then I dropped gluten in. And that, for me, is listening to my intuition. That's my guidance system. That's learning to listen to that. We've got to be good students. You're a good teacher. You are a good teacher. You're a great teacher. Now, how are you as a student? Are you listening? Are you quiet? Are you quiet in class? Are you listening to what's going on in your world around you? Are you there? Are you present? Are you connecting the dots? When the dots get further apart, can you still bridge the gap? You know? Gotta listen to these things. That's your gut. That really is your gut. It's very physical, very related to the physical world. It's my gut telling me that I eat bread, the rest of my body shuts down practice, shuts down healing. Yeah? Eventually your intuition leads you back to water, into clean water. Age of Aquarius. But those are for other videos. Alright, thank you guys for listening. Up until the human. You be kind to your body and your mind and your gut. Now we know, you know, when you're shoving things, no wonder people have bad intuition. We're shoving all this bad stuff in our gut, and it's suppressing the information that's coming from there. You know? We can't listen to it, it's out of whack. When you clean the gut, your intuition becomes clearer, purer. Yeah? Alright.
We gon' try to spread some love, ain't nobody got to know. Iron water by the jug, I'm the plug, what you want?